Yeah, we wanna start the stream. It's been ages since I did. Doo 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 doo. Doo doo doo. I'm hoping this works, y'all. It's been ages. Alright, looks like I'm live, so that's great. Hi everybody. It's been ages since I've done one of these, and I've just been so busy teaching and sorting out everything. I won't bore you with the details, so let's just get straight on into a jam. We're gonna be playing, if you want to do the chords, it's C to a G to an F, and then to a G. I'll do my best to stay in the position where the camera can see my hands. It's not easy, but I'll do my best to be as rigid as possible for you guys. And let's just get going. So you've got all your scales on the side there. Just have a little play. So that's your G chord. And then your F. Then G. In terms of my strumming pan, I'll just talk you through it as loudly as I can over the top. So you're going down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 up. It's time I swapped. Just gonna stop it, guys. I'll count you 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to give you a moment, just to make sure that you're all fine and you know what on earth I'm doing. So I promise I'm not just going, hey, look at all the stuff I can play. This is just to give you an idea, just to plant seeds of creation in your minds where you go, oh, what else can I do with my instrument? So you don't have to just do these scales. Let me see if I can point in the right direction. No, I'm never going to learn, am I? It's the other side. But anyway, I've put all these scales up here for you to have a go. So if you're on a banjo, for instance, you're around about, pull the finger back, round about there. And this is just a little pentatonic scale. So you could just pluck some of those notes. I would always say if you're not used to fiddling and improvising with scales, just pick like 2 or 3 notes. Have a fiddle with those. Don't feel like you've got to do every single note on there, otherwise you're going to be overwhelmed. It's all too much. If that's still too much, you can always just practice your chords. You could just strum C to your G. G is lovely on a banjo, just nice and open. Then to the F. Then to the G. And if you find that's too quick, guys, then you can always just do the first beat of the bar. So you could go C, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. G. And if that F is too difficult, leave the F out. Don't worry about it. Just practice the things you need to practice, okay? Carrying on then, here we go. I definitely need to practice my banjo, guys. Stop again, guys. Count in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's always nice to give you a heads up before I just stomp on the old pedal. But just as a reminder, when you're going through these scales, don't feel, obviously as I've said, don't feel you have to go through all of them, but if you were going through most of the notes, then try a few hammer-ons and pull-offs as you're doing it, just to see what else you can do, so you don't have to just plonk things on. Because that could be quite boring after a while, yeah? You could slide, which is just when you leave the pressure on, so you're squeezing and just moving. See if I can move myself down so you can see that a little bit better. So you keep the pressure on and just slide forward towards the sound hole. You can slide back as well, that's fine. You can pull off, so you have the note you're going to play, the note you're going to go to, put them both down, hit the string once, and flick it off. That one takes some getting used to, because as you can see, your finger kind of wants to go wee, and it pulls the string. Sometimes you can get up and that kind of thing. It's just stuff to work on, which is why this is a nice thing to work on it with. And you can also hammer on. So it's the opposite of a pull off. So you're going to hit it. That's the note you start on, and the note you get to. So you only pluck this one once. And my main tip for hammer-ons is you aim for the bone in your finger. Otherwise you're going to get this. It's harder to get that nice clear sound. But anyway, so hammer-ons, pull-offs, slides, bends. That's more of a wiggle, to be honest. There you go, there's a bend. So I like to put lots of fingers on when I'm doing a bend. Gives you more power, more control. One finger, you're going to hurt it. Don't hurt your finger. Love your fingers, guys. Love your fingers. And yeah, if you want to do a wiggle, that's good too. All right, let's go back in. always need words. Count you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just as a final tip. So I find myself telling people lots of tips with guitar, but there's never enough tips. So, and this kind of applies to all of them, all the instruments as well, because there's always more than one way of playing the same chord, right? So you could play that C in open, or you could play that C up there, which is a bar chord. Now this is just my crazy hands way of doing it. Don't worry about it. It's just an A, right? There would be your A. So you're going up, barring on the 3rd fret, and your A comes in on the 5th. I just struggle with that shape, guys. I struggle with that like nothing else, so I have to do it this way. And that works for me. And that's okay if that works for you too. Don't worry about it. Nothing says you have to play it like this. Just as long as you're aware of the shapes. That's all it is, but that gives you a C. So it's a nicer way of playing at C sometimes. Also, there are options. We'll get to capo options in a minute. So that's another way of doing a C. You got your G this way. This is my beefed up G, y'all know me by now. You could play it like that. That's totally normal. You could beef it up and just jump that one up. Just a smidgeroo. So your ring finger is on your B string on the 3rd fret, as well as 3rd fret on the E string of your little finger. Just gives you a very nice G. So you could do that. You could do a G7 if you want, maybe you prefer that. And if you're changing between G, F and C, you might prefer to do that G7 shape, because it does make life easier. Full of top tips today, man, I'm just giving them away. So that's another option for your G. You can also bar 3rd fret, and this time it's an E major shape. So that would be your E major down there. Whack it up, so the E major shape is now starting on 5th, and you've got your bar on 3rd. That's giving you G. Okay, and then we've got our F. So we can play it like that. Or we could bar, and it's a D shape. Don't worry too much about this, because it's going to make more sense. There we go. When I pop the capo on. So if you're one of those people that struggles with all those shapes, and there are plenty of you out there, I know, I've seen it, it's okay, you're not alone. I promise you, you're not alone. So instead of doing all those pesky shapes, you can now do A to E. So that that C is now an A, the G is now an E, and the F is now a D. So let's see how that looks now. Here we go. Let's go back in and I'll show you. Nice, right? Quite like that way. So that's your A, to your E, to your D, back to your E, last time and then I'll stop it. Fairly smooth for me in kicking the pedal. Good, so I hope you've seen that there are lots and lots of options, and as you could see I was sort of playing around with chord shapes. I'm very used to doing that, so I might not always follow a scale, but I'll sort of, my brain will go, well that's the chord shape, what can we do around that? Maybe we can lift off some fingers. Ooh, yeah, that sounded nice. And sometimes it makes mistakes, and that's okay. You've kind of got to do that to know what works. So the more you do things like this and experiment, the better it will be for you, and you won't be so worried about it. Alright, I'm dying to give my little hand pan thing a go. I've got a little one. I reckon it could work. It might sound awful, but let's do it, hey? Why not? Let's keep things interesting. This is the grand finale, y'all. May have to adjust that camera down, who knows? Maybe down a little bit. Can't see my head anymore. That's pretty good. and then stop. So if you were curious what on earth was going on at the end, this is a little, I think they're called a steel tongue drum. So basically a tiny hand pan, basically. Said basically twice, but it's in the key of C major. So I thought, that's gotta work, right? I had no idea what was gonna happen, but it's pretty happy, this one. It's kind of a pentatonic scale anyway, so you could just have some fun with that. So see, your options are limitless of what you can play along to when someone's just playing C, F, and G. It's great. That's what's lovely about music. It's just all in and don't worry about it. That's the main thing, guys. Top tip, if you take nothing else from this, remember, don't worry about anything. Don't worry about mistakes. Just have a great time. All right. Love that you've got this lovely view of my chest now. Fantastic. Right, we'll leave it there then, guys, I think. But thank you very much for watching. If anything was too fast, remember, you can watch this back. You can stop it. You can press the little cog at the bottom of the screen on playback, and hit settings, and then you hit playback speed. 75 seems to be pretty good, okay? So if anything's too fast, just slow it down. Happy days. God bless YouTube for inventing that, right? Cool. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you all again soon. As soon as I can work out how to end stream. Oh, there it is. Big red button. See you all again soon, guys, and thank you. Bye. Let's wave at that one too. Let's wave at all the cameras. Bye.